Every single night, while most of us are asleep, something really important is happening inside thousands of businesses. It's not a journey of people, but of data, a journey from just a bunch of raw numbers into powerful business intelligence. And today, we're going to follow that exact pipeline.
Just think about this for a second. What if every single sale, every customer click, every little operational detail from today could literally tell you what to do tomorrow to be more successful? Well, that's the incredible promise of modern data analytics.
But for so many companies, that's still just a promise. The reality is that all that incredibly valuable data is stuck. It's locked away in different servers, different databases. It's all siloed and can't talk to each other, so it can't tell its full, powerful story.
So let's follow that data on its nightly journey. We're going to see how it goes from being just raw numbers into creating some really powerful insights.
The whole journey kicks off with a single, crucial step called ingestion. Honestly, you can just think of it as moving day for your data. We got to get it out of its old home and into the cloud where the real work can actually begin.
So this first part is a classic two-step move. First, we extract the data, which just means we pull it from all those different sources. Then we load it into this massive centralized storage space in the cloud that we call a data lake. It's kind of like putting everything you own into one giant storage unit before you start organizing it. Just get it all in one place first. Now, in the Azure world, there are two key players that make this happen. You've got Azure Data Factory, which is like the logistics orchestrator. Think of it as the moving company. It handles the schedule, coordinates the move, and just makes sure everything gets from point A to point B. And its destination, that's Azure Data Lake Storage, which is that huge central warehouse for all our raw data. Okay. So the data has arrived, but it's a mess. Before it can have its big debut, it needs to be prepared. And this brings us to what is easily the most critical stage of the whole journey: transformation. See, raw data is almost never usable just as it is. It's full of errors, missing values, different formats, you name it. The process of cleaning all that up, reshaping it, and enriching it is what we call transformation. It's the T that turns that raw data into something genuinely valuable. In Azure, when you get to this transformation stage, you hit a fork in the road. You've got a big choice to make. On one hand, you have Azure Data Factory with its low-code visual interface that's absolutely perfect for standard, everyday tasks. On the other hand, you've got Azure Databricks, which is a code-first powerhouse built for really complex logic and machine learning. So, how do you know which path to take? Well, if you just need to do some simple filters and joins and you need it done fast, Data Factory is your tool. But if you're wrestling with some really complex business logic or you're prepping data for a machine learning model, you're definitely going to need the power and flexibility that only Databricks can give you. After all that transformation work, our data is finally clean, it's structured, and it's ready to head to its final destination, the analytics platform. This final home is usually an analytics engine like Azure Synapse Analytics. The best way to picture it is as a super-powered library where every single piece of information is perfectly organized and instantly searchable. This is where analysts and data scientists can finally ask the big questions that uncover those valuable predictive insights.
But hey, building this thing once isn't enough. Not even close. It has to run reliably, automatically, every single night without fail. That means we need to think about how we keep this data pipeline healthy and robust for the long run. And that really comes down to three core things you have to nail. First is scheduling, making sure the job just runs automatically. Second is monitoring, watching for errors and getting alerts the moment something goes wrong. And third is a crucial but sometimes misunderstood concept: idempotency.
So what on earth is idempotency? Well, the easiest way to think about it is an elevator button, right? You can push it once, or you can mash it 10 times. The elevator is still only going to arrive once. In a data pipeline, this means that if a job accidentally runs twice, it won't duplicate all your data or cause complete chaos. The end result is exactly the same, which is absolutely essential for consistency and stability.
So, the real takeaway from this whole journey is that a great pipeline isn't about finding one best tool. It's all about smart design. It's about choosing the right tool for the right job at each step and building a reliable, idempotent process that you can trust every single night. And that leaves us with one last really exciting question. After this entire nightly journey, after all that work, your data is finally clean, organized, and ready to talk. So, what's the very first question you're going to ask it?